Hi, welcome back, Filth channel. As you can see by the title, this is a pop edition, which means no foul spewing black metal, but just some chilled records. The two previous videos, if you haven't seen them, were kind of a new thing, the left-hand choices with my buddy. We did it kind of late Saturday night, I should say, night. We were a bit far gone, but I think the videos came out pretty good. No one was too crazy about them or whatever. They seem to work, so we're going to keep doing these. It's Sunday morning right now. Those were a week ago, so those were not yesterday, of course. Although it appears I'm a time traveler in that second video. Enough rambling. What this is a pop video on the turntable, and this is for Sir Meatwad or Marvel, the Deluxe in the Comatorium from Mars Volta, the 2011, I think, album they did. This is their first full length after the Tremulance EP. This is the silver pressing of that vinyl, and this one is an original and comes with the booklet, the big text booklet, which you had to get after the fact because they weren't ready when the record was sold, so you had to, I don't know, I think mail at that time. Yeah, probably in 2011. Definitely mail. If you don't know Mars Volta, the band that came out of one half of At the Drive-In splitting up, musically it's really hard to describe. It goes from bossa nova to weird rock to just check it out if you're into all kinds of music, I should say. Going to turn down a bit because when they start or when they get going, they get quite frantic. What this is a video. I went out with friends yesterday. We made a day out of it. We went to Mol City in near where I live. I should say a half hour maybe. They had a new record store, which I was meaning to check out, and there was another record store in the neighborhood that is a very, very weird, but more on that in the next video because that's a metal shop. I went out with my friends Han, and Han gave me some records that he was getting rid of. I'm going to go through these rather fast because this is not collection, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm getting back into these old 90s, early 2000 house stuff, so this is the first one, Hard House, and these are all 50 cents to dollar fines from the bins. This is Run DMC versus Jason Nevins with It's Tricky, but these are all remix and stuff. The Jason's Hocus Pocus Club mix, the fast and the slow version, the Electric Boogie Break mix, so yeah. Some random stuff. The EP Volume 1, and I don't know anything that's on here, but it says thanks to Frankie Jones, which is one of those pioneers. Pure dance for now people, but then 20 years ago. The Groove Masters with The Crowd Is Moving, another sucky ass dance record. Then Nobody Likes the Records That You Play, which is quite a funny one for my normal collection because nobody likes the records that I play. Aerosmith Pump, a beat up copy, Spinous, but I remembered listening to this one with my dad when it came out. Let There Be Rock by AC/DC with a nice Mr. Young picture on the back, and then two that I'm actually glad to own, the Blues Brothers soundtrack with all the dudes in the back, great film, and then the best of Chubby Checker, which I actually just got for the artwork, but it's a great collection. Well, it's the best of, so it has to be a great collection. So thanks. There are three records that he has that I'm definitely going after, but that's for another time. Going to put this Mars Volta away because this is maybe one of the most expensive records I have. Not that I'm going to sell it or anything, but yeah. Kind of take care of the records. Then, the store I went to is this one. Zwart. It is in Mol, like I said. It is a store that is located above a coffee shop. Go figure. not that original, but his selection in books, I didn't really go through the books. There was some graphic novels that piqued my interest, but mostly Dutch, which I don't collect. But the records were actually quite good. A bit overpriced maybe. I would say the average price was 25, just for standard records. But when you have a store like that, and an idea like that, I should say, I tend to support things like that, and he had some great records. So the first one I got was this one, Tyler the Creator, with Flower Boy, no, Scumfuck Flower Boy. His last one, Tyler, is the captain of Odd Future, Wolfgang, whatever you want to call it. This is his 4th full length, or his 5th, I'm not sure. I have some, I have Goblin, I have quite a few actually. This is his latest. This is just the European gatefold black standard version, but I like the artwork on this one. I think some people have, I think Marvel showed it, he had the tape, that's for sure. The insert is just album photos here, album photos go here, so there is that humor that Odd Future had that perpetuates through their entire discography. And the back is just a bee. But I love the cover, that bee in front of his head, and then that little Lamborghini there. So playing with the thought of the luxury lifestyle of hip hop. Put the hype sticker on the sleeve, like usual. Black vinyl with the bees. So yeah, that's the first one I got. I was meaning to pick it up for a while, but you know, it never got. And this is one of those records that I never pick up on Discos or anything, or this has to be a shop find that is kind of good in price. So that not too much money gets wasted. The second one was a kind of a blind buy. He had it on the. If you want to sell me a record when we're in a record shop, just put some bangers on and turn it up, turn the volume up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy it. This is Princess Nokia with what's it, Deluxe, 1992 Deluxe is the title of the records. Here is the hype sticker that also brought me in while I was flipping to the bins. The cover, this is Gatefold on Rough Trade. This is a 2017 release. I heard of it kinda, but there are a lot of these kinds of artists that are doing this thing. This is kind of this is hip hop, but more of that trap sounds, and that it kind of has that internet feel, you know, that YouTube star, I don't know, that self-released, like maybe Odd Future has, but very feminine. Although one track is called Tomboy, and is this the one that got me in? Yeah, I think so. Tomboy is a track that banger. It's almost a cliche that I fell for it because it has those revving motorcycle sounds in it and stuff like that. But you know, just a great record. And her smile got me into the record. Black vinyl, really cool. Yeah, it almost feels like 1992 the way this is, the layout is done on this one. Yeah, there's nothing too much to say about this one. I don't know anything about her, or where she's from, or whatever. It looks like New York, but I don't know. So yeah, 1992 Deluxe. I don't know where I was in 1992. I was too young. And the last one I picked up, and this was actually the record I went for, because I had it on layaway, as they say, not paid on layaway, but he kept it for me. This is the XO3 compilation, and what this is the third compilation Extra Records did, a Belgian label that is mostly or solely electronic music, mid and down tempo stuff. There is a beautiful text that accompanies the record, or that explains what this record is. Does it say text by Robert Harris? If I remember, I'll link it in the show notes, because this text is also on Discogs. The show notes. So yeah, what this is a compilation of the record of the Extra label, and it has a lot of artists that I don't know. I don't know any of them. The only one I mean, these are all Belgian artists, I think. The only one I kind of heard of is Handtrax, the B5. That's really the only one. A label consisting of two guys. One is a graphic designer who also does the layouts for these records, the inner sleeves. Kind of weird stuff. And the records are a really nice pressing, I should say. You can feel that this is quality. Where is it pressed? Doesn't say. It's hand etched, so yeah, that's always cool instead of that cheap laser etching. But once again, nerd stuff. So yeah, Mol and Zwart I was planning to do, because I talked about doing these vinyl shop videos where I go in, I film, flipping to the bins, I kind of do a short interview about the store with the guy. I had my camera ready yesterday, we were drinking coffee downstairs, I was going upstairs, flat battery, so yeah, that will be maybe up next time. I hope to get that shop, because it's small, but it's really, really well done. And especially the second shop, the metal shop, which is a vinyl shop / pet supply store. I don't know what the idea behind that one was, but it's something to behold. There is a massive tape rack with Black Sabbath, Metallica, all these old school tapes, and then next to it is the parrot food. And then there's all the record shelves, and there are cages for animals or leashes. I was kind of bummed I didn't have battery on my phone, but hey, whatever. Last one already for this video. This is going to be a short one because, yeah, I'm starting to buy some diverse records, but only just so, yeah, short pop video. This is the Soft Moon with Criminal. They're 4 full lengths, I think, I'm not sure. They switched labels and they are now on Sacred Bones, which I have to admit I was a bit, well, not surprised, yeah, I was a bit surprised maybe that they popped up on Sacred Bones, but it's a good match in my opinion. The sound has always been that heavy beats, dark melodies, but there is a little punk that crept in. It always was there because he kind of gets it from that new wave punk, that era. Not that he ripped the sound, but that's the thing he's going for. And now there's a little bit more scratchy sound to it. This is the, I don't know, it's the limited. It's not Die Hard or anything, but just a limited. It comes with this thumbprint vellum foldover, which is sealed with the wax Sacred Bones emblem, and I'll get it out because it's a bitch to get back in, but for a pop video we'll get it out. It is a single sleeve, nothing too fancy. There is an insert, so just the same build up as all the Sacred Bones records, which I still think is cool. This is the back, and then the insert is a text insert, and then the back side has that thumbprint. So yeah, Soft Moon. Did I say Soft Moon in here? I'm not sure. A really good record. If you like his previous stuff, you can almost blind buy this. Oh, this is limited. It says here 370, limited to 400. I have 370, but that might show up, I think. There you go. Minor detail. Now, see if this can get in a manner, timely manner. Look at that, look at that. So yeah, that's the record. The vinyl is a clear, dark clear smoke running through it, so yeah, it's not the first time this is popping up for that I'm showing this one, but a clear with smoke and this heavy clear, I'm not sure. Yeah, the limited editions also came with this extra flexi disc. It's called Low Life, another track that is on there with the nice Ouroboros triangle snake. So a great package, a great great vinyl. The only gripe I have with Sacred Bones is that they only sell their limiteds on their site, which is understandable, but I don't know, if you see that For example, House Headbangers ships up to 10 records for 16 bucks, and then this one shipping is 25 or something for 2 records. I mean, figure it out. I guess it's just lazy in the end. But yeah, Soft Moon, Sacred Bones, that's all I can say. Only bad thing I can say about that label, because they are on a tear since, I don't know, a few years already, and there are not too many stinkers on that label. There you go. Check out Tomboy by Princess Nokia. It has some great motorcycle sounds in it. That's always great on a Sunday morning. Guys, coffee. That's it. Like I said, I hope you like the Left Hand Choices videos and these new pop videos. It's a little bit variation in the videos, in that black metal, always black metal. But don't worry, there's a tape delay coming, and there is a just a random metal black dark update. So record's done. I'm done. Guys, have a great weekend. Bye.